Oftentimes, we take our loved ones for granted. During this pandemic, it has become a challenge to get together with our families as often as we want to. So, whenever there is an occasion, which is becoming increasingly rare nowadays, let's take this opportunity to say how much we love them. Hi, this is Irene of Aging Younger, and in this video, episode 3 of Family Bonding, we will talk to the third and fourth generation and ask them to express their innermost feelings towards their parents. So, come on, let's enjoy it!
Okay, so how my parents express their love to me, it's really how I feel like Filipino-American communicates with their family. It's more of, I'd say, not really tough love, but if you live far away from them like I do, how we communicate is how we express our love for each other. So that could be through texts, through calls, simple day visits, anything sort of small like that. It really communicates how and expresses how much each person loves each other. That's my main point. If there are any problems between a family, or like a mother and their child or father and their child, how to kind of help yourself go through that process is, once again, communication. Communication is the form of kind of everything in relationships. It helps resolve problems, it helps communicate how much you might love somebody, all that good stuff. So in order to have like a really successful relationship, whether it be parents to children or families to families, the main key points would be communication.
When I think of my childhood and the role of where my parents were, it's very different because I am a child of the earlier OFW. My dad left for the States when I was 6 months old. So I barely knew him in person. I don't know what he looks like. And the first time I met him was when I was 7 years old. I was raised by my mom. What amazed me when I look back as an adult now is that even though my dad was not physically in the picture, I felt that I was loved and cared for. In fact, I knew that I was his favorite. My parents were always supportive, no questions asked. Even though they raised me in separate places, they raised me in unison. They had one goal: to just be supportive, generous, always be in the background, be literally the wind beneath my wings. And I owe everything that I am to them. Now, I'm 31 years old and I am starting my own family. I also want to give the same level of generosity and support that my parents have given me. By all means possible, I want to make sure that they are taken care of and they will be able to take care of themselves. Growing up, just listen to what their dreams are. I want them to have the ambition and the will to reach everything that they want to be, who they want to become, and be better, always strive to become better people. And that's the hope that I have for my future children and family.
What I love most about my parents, I think, is just how affectionate they are. They're not scared to show affection towards me, and that has really shaped my life. It's made me more affectionate towards other people too. What irritates me most about my parents? They can't really keep secrets, or keep the business just between us. There's nothing I'd really change about my parents because the way they raised me made me who I am today, and there isn't really anything I'd change about myself, so no, there isn't anything that I'd change. I don't really have any vivid memories of both of my parents bonding together, but I think it's just family trips on both sides of my family, and them just being there for me, being at my games and stuff like that. Some advice I'd give kids today is probably just work hard and stay in school, because hard work pays off. So that's what I'd say.
Growing up as a middle child in a family that is predominantly separated, either by divorce or by legal circumstance, you tend to develop different interpretations of what love can mean, its expression, and how it comes across. A lot of the time, we tend to look for overt expressions of love, hugging, a supportive pat on the back, but it isn't always as clear-cut. When I was a kid, my parents tended to encourage me in two different ways. One was, I know you're smarter than this, and the other one was, it's okay, I know you're smart in other things. When you look at that kind of expression, one leads you to believe that you can be better, and the other one leads you to believe that it's okay not to be good in some things. And when I look at those two forms of expression as a way of consolation and as a way of sort of boosting me forward, I realized that my parents showed love for me in those ways. One knew that I could be better, and the other one knew that even if this wasn't my best, that I could still push forward. So yes, despite the fact that I grew up in a family that was inherently broken, I realized later in life that it wasn't just how I saw things, but how my family saw things as well. Love isn't just professions of love and actions of support, but it's in the everyday nuance of being there to give you advice every once in a while, showing you that they're there for you, showing you that they are there to help you out even when you've hit your lowest of lows. And when all else fails, they're the ones that you can come back to for good or for ill. Love is just it's about the actions, less about the words. In conclusion, love isn't just about professions or actions, it's about the nuance. It's about putting the work in every day to show someone that you support them, that you care for them, even if it is in your own way. Sometimes it can come across as being rough or being mean or tough love, but in reality, they mean that they love you, regardless of how it comes across.
I love that they're supportive. Well, the fact that they just take care of me, you know, they pay for my clothes and they cook for me every night, and I don't think I show enough appreciation for that. I don't think I'd really change anything, to be honest, because I wouldn't be who I am today without all the things that they've done already. So I wouldn't change anything.
When I was younger, I remember during my summer vacations, I would go to the Philippines, and those were some of my fondest memories, specifically at the dinner table with my dad, just talking about weird, technical, geeky stuff, Star Trek, internet, all kinds of topics. There's one particular topic that really stands out to me. We were talking about this invention that I had as a kid. And we were debating. It was like a 3-hour long conversation, and we'd have many of these conversations night after night, going up into the wee hours. And in that particular one, he's like, wouldn't it be better if we worked this way? But I was so dead set on the idea, and I had my mind, and I talked his ear off for another 2 or 3 hours. As an adult, when I look back at that moment, what prompted me to think about this and these questions was how long those conversations were. And in my head, as a kid, I thought it was a two-way talking street. But now that I look back, it was basically just me talking for 3-4 hours straight. And as an adult, I can really appreciate that, because it would be on a regular work day. He would have work at 6 a.m. the next day, and I'd be talking to him 3 or 4 in the morning. And every day, Monday through Friday, he would listen to me, smile and just nod, and just really just hear me out. And when I think about Uncle Ivan, he unconsciously, he extended that philosophy. He never really tried to replace my dad, but he let me be me. And when I express my love to my mom, I want to also emulate that. If she's angry, I want her to let her be angry and get it out, and we can enjoy afterwards. If she's happy, I want to experience that with her. And if she wants to show vulnerability, I'd want to be there for her. So if there's one thing I would like to pass on, any learning experiences that I've had up to this short life that I've lived so far, is to just listen. Listen and accept, and just cherish for who they are and who they're becoming and who they might change to. That's all.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and please check out my new website. It's linked in the description below. Okay, see you later.